Hi everyone, welcome back to the sunny side where we have weekly love horoscopes that are right for the Echo newspapers and good old Supernatural, Kamloops, BC. We have, hypnosis style meditations, of course, to help mend broken hearts and find true love and to give you a little boost of confidence if you need that. There's some waking hypnosis and NLP tips and tricks that you can use in your daily life. And of course, there's some fun astrology videos just like this one. And today, I'm going to rank the top most jealous signs of the Zodiac. Hi everyone, I'm Sunny. Alright, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into today. First things first, this list, today's list, was recommended by both Demetria McGrone and one of our regular viewers, Michael Mahoney, and I thought, you know, this list was a good idea. So to Michael and Demetria, thanks for the suggestion, you know, let's have some fun today. And sup, you know, I hope you guys are having an absolutely wonderful week. Next, if you like the video, please help support the channel by sharing it on Facebook with your friends, or maybe in a YouTube playlist, of course, and please subscribe to the channel, you know, it all helps a little bit, you know, I appreciate all of the assistance. And finally, if you have any comments or your own list, then please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to read out some of the best comments and lists in the weekly Love Horoscopes video that comes out every Thursday. Alright, enough admin, let's get down to the list. Alright, now, what is jealous, right? And how does it show up in astrology? Oh, that's a good question. Okay. Well, jealous people tend to be possessive, right? They're a bit on the control freak side of things, you know? They lust over things other people have, but most importantly, they can feel insecure when other people even look at their partner. So, for this list, jealous means both wanting things that others have and becoming insecure when your partner becomes a little flirty. Alright, makes sense to me. Now, let's see what the astrology has to say about all of this. You guys ready? Alright, here we go. Number 6, Aquarius. Alright, well, when I first put the list together, I really didn't think any of the air signs would make it, you know? They're usually easygoing, they're chatty, always on the move, and they're usually pretty good at getting what they want. So I didn't expect Aquarius to make the list, but they do, you know? Aquarius is a fixed sign, and like the other fixed signs, you know, sure, like Aquarius likes overhauls and revolutions, right? But they don't really like casual change or rocking the boat. Even though Aquarius can be the most rock the boat sign, they still don't like it. Now, on the outside, they don't really show the signs of someone who's jealous until the pressure is on. Then, Aquarius just gets weird, okay? And here's what I'm talking about. Aquarius loves freedom and expression and meeting new people and ideas, but they also have a lot of pride. And they take, you know, Aquarius takes care of their stuff. But on the inside, they have a strong sense of order and how things should be. So, when you start talking to their girl, right? Well, to an Aquarius, that's not how things should be. So Saturn, you know, one of their ruling planets takes over, and the controlling characteristics and insecurities begin to seep in. And that plays out as jealousy. I know, it's weird, and I've experienced it, you know? Aquarius wants the fun and adventure, and they want a partner in crime to tag along. On the inside, these guys are remarkably easily shaken. And when you realize that, suddenly it's not so weird. Aquarius is out there, right, to begin with. And when they find someone, well, they now have a friend, you know, in this crazy world. And people who can hang tight to an Aquarius are few and far between. And Aquarius knows this, right? So when the relationship is threatened, Aquarius will feel it deeply. No one wants to be alone in this crazy world, right? And for Aquarius, it's the craziest. So it's no wonder they get a little cuckoo bananas when their partners start talking to someone else. And with that, number 6, Aquarius. Next, number 5 is super emotional. And for them, insecurity can strike at any time for any reason, and that's Cancer. Yeah, yeah, seriously. Our most insecure sign definitely feels the most threatened when the pressure goes sideways. And here's what. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and this is an often dark, okay, psychic and emotionally intuitive reflection of what's happening around us. And like seriously, you'd think the psychic signs would get it right and easily spot the difference every once in a while, you know, between harmless fun and a disrespectful player, but alas, that is not the case. You know, Libra can tell the difference, right? Same with Gemini and Sagittarius, but Cancer, no, they often miss the obvious. But it's not their fault, really. They have so many swirling emotions that they're constantly trying to make peace with, you know, that are so that any perceived imbalance will completely throw them off. But there's more. The Cancer energy stems from the 4th house, and that's family. You know, it's where you live, and it's the most grounded part of the entire zodiac. This is a part of the chart that you want settled. You know, you want it nurtured and taken care of so that you can go do your thing in the world. And for the most part, Cancer is taking care of all of this for you. The downside is Cancers easily get taken advantage of, and it happens so often, right? You know? So if anything even hints at rocking the relationship boat, then Cancer is going to feel it. You know, they're going to feel it long before they see any tangible signs. And we should all know by now that when Cancers feel something, they're going to act on it. So, number 5, our most stalkerish sign, and definitely one of our most jealous signs, Cancer. Alright, next. Now we get down to some serious stuff here. Our next sign is stable, confident, and usually quite secure. But they're also our most possessive sign, or one of the most possessive signs. And you know, well, they don't want anyone to mess with their stuff. And that's Taurus. You see, so what number is this? Number 4, Taurus. Okay, you see, Taurus is the domain of the 2nd house, okay? And that, again, is your stuff. It's your money, your securities, and possessions. And Taurus is definitely into all of it. And for Taurus, this also includes relationships. They consider their partners and friends. Well, Taurus considers you their stuff, okay? And although they're slow to temper and generally placid, they will get upset if the boat is rocked. Now, Taurus is also ruled by Venus, so they're always attracting stuff. So you'd think they'd be more gregarious and benevolent, but, you know, and to some extent they really are. But when it comes to Taurus, you should know the limits, respect their boundaries, and don't take anything without asking. If you're in a relationship with a Taurus, then, you know, love your little bull, right? And do your best to keep your eyes wandering, to keep your wandering eyes in check. All right. Okay, anyways, neither Taurus nor Cancer want the boat rocked in love. So don't do it, and it'll all be cool. And with that, number 4, Taurus. All right, our next sign is wildly regarded as having an out-of-control jealous streak. They're known to break out in insecure control freak tendencies if someone even thinks about looking at their partner. And that's number 3 on our list, Scorpio. Oh yeah, totally. Scorpio's another fixed sign that gets squirrely when the pressure is applied in the game of love. And I don't know how to say this more clearly, but fixed signs have a way of looking at things, and it's not going to change, you know? And this goes for all of the fixed signs. So if, let's say, Scorpio was taken advantage of by someone close, then it's going to stick with them for a very long time. And as much as Scorpios pride themselves on evolving, growing, and healing, you know, they're still fixed. And more than any other sign, Scorpio carries hurts with them. And they just can't let it go. Yes, Scorpio's psychic. And yes, they're smart enough to know better. But it's a combination of their instincts, intelligence, arrogance, and personal struggles which lead them to seeing a harmless flirtation as something much more. Then the insecurities kick in, the mind begins to spin, greed-eyed monsters raise their ugly heads, and the mental control freak comes out. And if you don't know yet, it's ugly and it's bad. All right, and as much as, Scorpios try and hide it, it's still there. So, like all of the other signs on this list, I'd recommend respecting your partner's triggers and just stay away from trouble. Number 3, Scorpio. All right, here we go. Oh man, there is a ton of construction going on outside. In addition to the condos they're putting up outside, they've totally dug up the sidewalks there. I guess they're putting in new trees and sidewalks. But anyways, that's what all the noise is today. All right, here we go. Number 2. All right, what do you guys think? I'd love to see your list, and I'm curious to read your comments, especially on this list today. And believe it or not, I'll let you guys know in advance, I personally think Scorpio should top this list, but they have boundaries around their jealous nature. This just means the list of things that trigger them is a little less than the top 2 signs today. Additionally, so far all of the signs for the most part are placid and peaceful, and they look to help others first. Our top 2 signs, on the other hand, although they may be benevolent, they definitely think me first. And that brings us to number 2, Aries. Okay, so Taurus is greedy, Cancer is moody, Aquarius is weird, and Scorpio is a control freak. Aries is competitive. The warring Mars energy and the me first ego drive of the first house is just too much energy for Aries to control. This means they first see everything as a competition, or perhaps a competitive experience. And then the Mars energy wants to fight. Yeah, it gets way over the top controlling, and it's ugly. And it's worse, let you guys know, it's worse if they're in Aries rising. Oh man, that's just horrible. Now, what's weird about Aries and jealousy is, depending on your Aries, it doesn't necessarily have to be triggered by insecurities. The Aries energy is youthful and unrefined. It's like a little child. It's not necessarily insecure or even upset. It's just demanding. So, having just said that, is Aries really jealous, Sonny? That was a good question. Well, just because someone isn't a water sign doesn't mean they don't feel or express emotion. Just like you can easily be a brainer if you're not an air sign. Just saying. Aries is competitive, and they see your flirtation as rocking the boat. And it's a competition that they have to win. And here's where it gets double weird. Aries might warn you to behave yourself as a preemptive strike before you guys even leave the house. It really is that bad. Aries does not want to lose, and they will totally jealous freak if you test them. Number 2, Aries. That kind of makes sense. Alright, next. That brings us to our number 1 most jealous sign, numero uno. Now, these guys not only like being the center of attention, they get really upset, like seriously, if it's challenged, or if they have to share the spotlight. Yes, they like to shine on others, they really do. They want everyone to have a good time. And they do like a happy world around them. But they are another fixed sign that simply does not like when someone tries to take their thunder. And that's Leo. If someone is and again, for this list, or this situation, if someone is a Leo rising, it's even worse. And man, it's bad. Just saying. Okay, let's begin by looking at relationships. Yeah, Leo wants to show you off. They really do. If you look good, then you make your Leo look good, and they super love it. But you have to make it clear to everyone in the room that you're with Leo, or there's going to be a problem. Oh man, there's going to be a problem. If you smile and wave and behave like a queen, then Leo will be happy. But if you begin to outshine your Leo, then there will be a problem. And one of the ways to outshine your Leo is by openly flirting. Leo won't necessarily feel like the relationship is threatened. Leo has a super strong ego. But they will feel disrespected, and they won't like that your attention is being diverted by someone else. Seriously. Alright, okay, that's relationships. But what about other stuff? Well, like Taurus, Leo can be greedy. Yeah, they both share, but there's a limit here. And it's not as benevolent or gregarious as you'd like to think. Taurus wants to own and possess stuff. Leo wants to show off their stuff. So if your stuff is shining brighter than Leo's stuff, then they're gonna get jealous. If you have, I'm just saying stuff is an example. If you have stuff that's cool, let's say, then Leo's genuinely happy for you. But if it's better than but if your stuff is better, then the legendary Leo confidence will be shaken. They will get jealous, and a freak out is closer than you think. Leo beats out Aries today because Aries is competitive and acts jealous when threatened. But Leo is one of the greedy signs, and they want what you have. Let's look at it another way. Leo feels like they're the king. So everything you have is because in some twisted way, alright? In some twisted way, you have whatever you have because Leo lets you have it. I know, it's weird, right? And here's an example. If you see something that you like, let's say a sweater or a pair of shoes, and it's the last, one or a pair or whatever, Leo will buy it and leave it in the closet, not even wear it, maybe wear it once, so that they can look good for that one time and then it goes back instead of you. I know, right? It's crazy, it's mental cuckoo bananas, but it's true, Anyways, it's true. Leo's also, for those who don't know, Leos are total clothes horses, by the way. But they just super love clothes. And more importantly, they like looking good. And anything that shakes this will raise Leo's ugly side. They're very jealous, very, their ugly side. And with that, our number one most jealous sign, king of the jungle, Leo. And that's the action. Thanks for watching the video, everyone. I super appreciate it. And thanks in advance for sharing the video on Facebook or maybe in a YouTube playlist. Maybe subscribing to the channel. Every little bit helps support the channel. And that's it. Please take everything with a grain of salt and leave your list in the comment section below. And from that, from thesunnyside.net, I'm Sunny. What else did I write here? From thesunnyside.net, I'm Sunny, wishing absolutely everyone the best of a beautiful week. Try and respect each other's boundaries, and insecurities. And I'll see you soon.